press your hip forward. And then you want to think of creating a straight line from your shoulder to your knee and lengthening that line as much as possible. And you can lean back a little bit to deepen that stretch. And then what I like to do is bring my hand up and over, and then after that we will rotate out, and then you should really feel like getting above the hip into the obliques. So we'll do that one more time. Toe comes up, hinge forward. We'll go a few times with the toe forward and back. And then pressure to the front foot, arm comes up, let's lean, and then we'll rotate to open through the hip. Deep breaths into wherever you're stretching. So right now you want deep breaths into this area of your body. We'll do the same thing on the other side. There you go. Hinge, forward and back with that toe. If it feels good just to hold it, just hold it. And then we'll put weight into the front foot. Stretch the opposite hip flexor, lengthen between the knee and the shoulder. Then we'll bring our arm up, and then we'll rotate to open the hip. Deep breaths into that hip. Okay. Toe comes up again. Hinge forward. Forward and back with that toe. And then foot flat. We'll push the hip forward. Arm comes up, lean. Feel the stretch. And then open your hip. And deep breaths into that. Perfect. Then from here, we're going to bend that front leg. And we're going to slide the other leg back as best you can. If you're not very flexible, this foot is going to end up over here more. That's okay. You'll still feel the stretch. So from here, if you bring your chest closer to your knee, you will deepen the stretch. And then once you get into that position, I want you to take some deep breaths and try to relax as best you can. So you can even, if you're flexible enough, you can put your hands on the neck, on the floor, and put your head down. And if you're not, no worries, you can just put your hand flat on the floor. Try to relax everything as best you can, and let's take some deep breaths into the glute. I like to go in and out between neutral alignment like this, and then bring my chest to my knee. I find that gives me the best stretch and keeps my muscle loose to be able to stretch. So I like that one. Then you're going to bring your legs out and stretch the back of our legs once more. You're just going to walk your hands forward. If you're very tight in your hamstrings, or you just worked out your hamstrings, you won't be able to get as much range of motion as you normally do. That's totally okay. Good. And then we will do the other side. So you're going to bend the other knee, bring the other leg backwards, come down if you can. If you're really tight, you won't even need to bring your chest to your knee, so you decide where you want to be. And if you do, just remember to bring it in and out once in a while to keep the muscles soft and pliable. Deep breaths into that glute. breath here. And we'll come down one more time. And come up. And deep breath here. Good, and relax down. And then for this last one, I'll put my forehead on my hand. We'll bend our leg, grab the ankle. If you can't reach, if your legs are a bit bigger, you can grab your shoelace, that works too, or your hand leg. And then you'll pull it into your body. And for a deeper stretch, you will push your hip into the ground. The hip of the leg that you're stretching. When I'm here, I like to play around with the angles, so I'll bring it in a little bit for a couple seconds. And then I'll bring it out a little bit for a few seconds. In one more time. Out one more time. And relax down. And then we'll do the same thing with the other leg. So we start in the middle. Let it loosen up a bit. If you want that